Hey, this is MrTineh. In a Wi-Fi battle with a friend I met on the original Loom forum. Sends out new. I didn't know this was another battle at the start. Wasn't intended. I go for the taunt, expecting the double screens. But no, he goes for me first, which is kind of nubbish, I suspect. I go for Fire Blast. He goes for Aura Sphere. I don't know why. I think that's the only move he had. Well, Azelf takes it like a beast, which shouldn't do. I go for another Fire Blast, just getting maximum damage. He goes for Psychic. Not going to do very much yet again. I go for another Fire Blast, just to kill it, but I miss, which was kind of annoying. Use Psychic again, which brings me down a little bit. I still know I can live another one, so I stay in. Taunt wears off, so I think he's going for me first, so I taunt again. And he does. Nice prediction from me there. So I go for another Fire Blast just to finish this off, and I miss again. He goes for Psychic. I know I can live this. But then he gets a crit. That's right, a crit. That was very annoying for me. What happens next? Oh yeah, I go into a Scarf Jirachi just to finish it off, basically. Go for Iron Head. Critical hit, didn't really matter. Bit of a waste there. He sends out a Celebi. I'm not really expecting much from this because I don't know what he's going to do, so I just go for another Iron Head. And he goes for a Perish Song. I didn't really know why, because I can just switch out. So yeah, we're both on a Perish Song now. He withdraws a Celebi. Obvious move. Sends out a Mewtwo. Yet another Uber. I just go for Iron Head because I know I can still live. I gotta switch out sometime soon, so might as well be now. I'll go into the Zapdos. He goes for a Flamethrower. And I was going to switch into a Shaman, and I'm glad I didn't now. Find out he's holding a Shell Bell, which I don't really care much for. I just use a Thunderbolt just because of the stab. Nearly kill it, which is surprising. Would have thought it had more defense than this. Goes for me first, which was kind of nubbish yet again. I just go for another Thunderbolt to finish it off. So yeah. He goes into a Celebi again. I just go for the obvious, which is Heat Wave, just to get a bit of damage on it. Actually, there's quite a bit. Obviously not very defensive Celebi. Hangs on by just a little bit, which I was kind of annoyed by. Gets a burn, which is quite awesome. But the Psychic does quite a bit. Well, more than I expected from a Celebi. The burn finishes it off, obviously. No doubt about that. Anyway, he comes in with the Arceus, which I thought I'd have a little bit of trouble with. I just go for the Thunderbolt. Surprisingly, I'm faster. Wasn't expecting that. He used Spatial Ren, so I'm guessing that this is the event Arceus. Zapdos dies, which I don't really care for much. I don't need it no more. I go into a Jirachi. Scarf Jirachi. Just go for an Iron Head. Just get some flinch on there. And guess what? It flinches. I just go for another iron head, hoping for another flinch. And it flinches. So I just go for another iron head just to finish it off. No point switching there. What happens next? Oh, he brings out a Kyroga, which I was pretty annoyed about. So I switch out. Iron Head ain't gonna do much damage to that. I go into a Shaman, going for the Seed Flare. And get this, people, he uses Sheer Cold, and it hits. And I'm positive that that's against the rules. Sell rubbers, but who cares? Well, that Shaman down, didn't really get much use out of that. I just go back into the Scarf Jirachi. Drizzle, I'm surprised this thing don't have Thunder on it. Well, maybe it does, but he never used it. Let's go for a Thunder Punch. I got all elemental punches on this, just because the best way to do it. Hoping for a little bit of power hacks, but no. He uses Ice Beam, which I don't know why, but he just did. I just go for another Thunder Punch just to get some more damage on it. What happens next? He goes for Sheer Cold, misses, 30% action, he's got a miss. So I just go for another Thunder Punch just to finish it off. So yeah. And then here comes the annoying bit. This is where I would have kept the Zapdos. He comes in with a shiny Jirachi, which I think looks quite cool. Looks pretty awesome, doesn't it? Anyway, I'll switch out. Thunder Punch ain't gonna do much damage. Go into Dragonite. Was gonna go for a Dragon Dance before. What's the point? Anyway, I become confused, which was kind of gay. But luckily for me, I got a Lone Berry on it, just to snap it out of confusion from the outrage. But no point using that here. Anyway, he goes for the Thunderbolt. I was thinking of going for the DD, but didn't see the point. Just went for the Fire Punch. I figured if he hits me again, I'm just gonna die, so I decided to switch out. That Jirachi is kind of bulky. Some good special attack as well. So I just switch out. Go back into the Scarf Jirachi. Probably could have guessed I'm just going to go for a Fire Punch and just try and get some damage on it. But no. Because I get paralyzed. Which was kind of annoying for me. Because I could have like got a burn on it or something. Could have done a little bit more damage, but oh well, what does it matter? Using another Thunderbolt, I know I can live this unless he has a crit, which he doesn't. I just go for a Fire Punch just to get some damage. So yeah, I've got to switch out. I don't know why. I just thought I'd switch out. I wanted to 3-0 this dude just to make it look good. Anyway, I bring Jirachi back. I go into Cressella, and I know that these things are annoying. So basically, you can all guess. I'm just gonna calm mine for ages, and then just kill it with hidden power fighting. So yeah, enjoy, people.